Yeah, new room. It's been like a week now, but I haven't streamed like all that much this week so far.
I must protect the wild.
Here, let me turn on my deck tracker thing. Against the priest here, there's no rush to play Malfurion, but Curator might just be a keep in this big druid. No. Hopefully it'll change my deck to the actual deck soon. There we go. Actually, quite a bit of ramp here. If I had 2 ramp cards, I would keep Curator because it's one card that can generate like multiple big threats. Kind of what I want, but not with just 1 ramp. I feel my deck is pretty loaded with threats, anyways. It's kind of hard to not draw threats as a big druid. Alright, well with that draw, I'm just definitely gonna ramp here. I was gonna think about this Nourish because I have so much ramp in my hand right now, but I mean with UI in my hand I can't even really, like, I have a limit to the amount of cards I can have anyways. Okay, let's still ramp here. So unless I want to silence that, which isn't that great, he's at full HP, I can go ahead and just make 2 dudes here. Might as well. Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to build Big Druid, like, not too greedy here. I don't have all the threats in the world, per se. Just, like, the Deathwing combo. I have a Ysera, some 2 UIs. Actually, I'm gonna tune this as we go. I might want Medivh, actually. Just 1 more big threat. But I like the no swipe double Moonglade Portal. I have a lot of ramp with double Bright Scout, double Markeeper. 3 decks for mostly targeting, at least thinking about it a lot, is Priest, Druid, and Rogue. Let your stream, we should stream more often. Yeah, I agree with that. Warlock is a control class, unless you're talking about Zood. Problem, what happened? I think something's bugged out. Jeez. I'm gonna reboot real quick. I think it's bugged. But anyways, problem with playing control decks right now is the meta's kind of varied. It's hard to tune your deck against everything right now. Like, there's a really good mixture of, like, you know, aggro, mid-range control, things like that. Which affects control the most out of all those archetypes. Okay, jeez. Unfortunately, I'm not sure when I'm gonna rope out this turn, so I'm just gonna have to make my plans silly. Sometimes the rope doesn't actually spawn if you reconnect with this. So this matchup we're all in, much like Jade Druid is all in against Priest, just because of the Mind Blast combos. We can't really try to outarm him too much, but I can stagger threats really, really awkwardly for him with Deathwing Dragonlord. Like a Deathwing Dragonlord 12/12 threatening to kill him, he has to kill it a lot of times, and that can threaten like a Deathwing Ysera Primordial Drake coming out, which kills him anyways. It's quite hard to deal with that combo.
Is someone injured?
Do you like to play with fire?
Quickly.
He didn't want to draw again, he would overdraw there. Deathwing Dragon Lord. We don't have dragons quite yet. We could try to develop Curator for that. Could also start with a Dirty Rat MC tech. It's generally not that great in this matchup. Also Plague, you know, it's not that good. So one of those sounds really good. He just drew a bunch of cards. We actually have a chance to pull like Raza and Kazakis. I kind of like that.
Speak to me.
Engaging mental dislocator.
I definitely don't ever need to cycle here with Wrath with another UI in my hand. XX Frank Horgan, XX, thanks for the sub, welcome. Here's that Crowfist. Okay, so now we have a decent board with the MC Tech too. It's still his best minion, got pretty lucky there. Let's see if he has Dragonfire here. I want to probably play Curator into Dragon Lord. I don't want to play Dragon Lord with no dragons.
The menagerie is for guests only.
It's like Anaconda. It's kind of maybe even hoping for Galactic Crawler. We could try to play that as well. It's not a big deal. We don't mill any card no matter what there. This is turn 8. I don't have a death target for his Shadow Reaper. That's kind of nice with this line here. I feel like he would save it. Even if he had, he wouldn't play it here. Dragon Lord is looking pretty appealing. Although, I only have one dragon into Primordial Drake. Ysera and Deathwing are both a lot better than Primordial Drake. He could definitely get away with, like, deathing the Dragon Lord and not getting Mega Punished here. Giant Anaconda does 5. Deathwing Dragon Lord does 12. It is a decent amount more, but if I have 9 attack on board, I'm still threatening him a lot. And it buys me more time to draw dragons. Like, Anaconda will pull Deathwing as well if he kills it, the Dragon Lord. So I kind of like this. I'm going to Wild Growth here first and play the Anaconda. That way I can try to cycle a little bit more to try to find one more dragon before. I'll probably do it next turn regardless of what happens. He didn't have any proactive play. Turn 8 was Hero Power Pass. No Raza in his hand. Probably a bunch of situational spells. And potentially the Death Knight as well. So playing a little bit slower means that he's not like doing much proactively anyways. Sensing this, okay. I mean, that's fine, right? Dragon Lord is a good science target too. It's really hard to play Dragon Lord here into the Lyra.
Do not touch.
I'm gonna use this portal to generate another threat.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
I'm kind of scared of some of those cards he generated. Like, I hope none of them is something like Mind Control. It's gonna make it really hard for me to win the game. Because I'm pretty all in on this Dragon Lord. I'm setting up for the best possible scenario for him, I guess, by clearing out Lyra. His hand was pretty reactive anyway, so hopefully he doesn't have a super good proactive turn here.
The end is coming.
shall not save
You can use this turn to develop some threats instead of passing. This board's pretty strong, especially with Dragonfire used already and the Pint Horror combo used already. It's not like completely unreasonable to just play Deathwing Dragonlord into that Doomsayer and let it pop, then get Ysera and Drake, but it's not the same because then he has the whole 10 mana to deal with it. Not that he can really deal with Ysera and Pearl Drake that easily anyways, but that only does 8 damage, and this board does 9 damage, and he doesn't have that much AoE anyways. We're not going to try to kill every one of these minions, not that we could even if we wanted to. This is our Deathwing turn. I have to trade for here though, because if I push 6 face damage, he just heals it back up. I should be going to BlizzCon, yeah, to at least attending the event. Maybe we can get him into some fatigue damage, but that is a problem for me.
Time waits for no one.
The circle of life is over.
I'm almost out of cards.
I think this is my only plan, to just... I don't think I can ever kill him after he steals this minion here. He only has 1 more card. I'm going to try to play like a fatigue game or something. I have 2 Spraying Plagues, and I'm just going to try to survive here. I didn't think I would ever be able to trade in the poison guys in. We can at least play this, but I'm not actually going to play it because it's going to go to fatigue very likely. I'm just going to play 1/2 of it in case I really need to. Because we still have a Deathwing in our deck, but I'm not in a hurry to play it until I get through both plagues and he's starting to like connect with his Deathwing here. So I'm just going to keep plaguing. He actually would, like if I just keep stalling with plague, I can maybe fatigue him out here, right? Because he doesn't want to play his Death Knight. Also, the problem is just Velen Mind Blast, things like that, likely too. But yeah, we'll see how long we can stall. Could go Ysera, technically. I want to play a non-plague unit here and then plague again next turn once all my stuff dies.
I dream the world comes.
Got a little bit of extra armor to work with here, but it's a lot of damage it took.
I shall bring you rest.
Oh, I should start thinking about trying to kill him too with the second Awakens, because I have 13 damage from hand. It's nice to kill a 5/5 because 5/5 will always build a one shot at least the plague unit anyway, so it never really like threatens it more. Do we have lethal here? We have 13 plus 5, 18 plus fatigue, 18, 21. I guess we just stall again. Not really much to stall for though. And I like getting the face damage in now. As long as it can't one-shot me this turn, I'm probably free to even just hero power his face offensively, play Galaka Crawler or something. Moonglade Portal. I guess I would play Moonglade Portal. Might as well. I don't have time to play later. Do I even need to heal Ysera? Like, technically you could have Holy Nova. I don't need the Ysera more than this turn anyways.
The gate, my turn is not.